Harrow's the great, and no, Duncan Robinson is the greatest shooter of all time. Klay Thompson just has the
as we listen,
mechanics.
bro, as we try to move away from that.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to your favorite sports podcast, Shirts versus Skins, coming at you with episode number 22. I think today's episode will have Daniel Cormier and Ariel Helwani shaking a little bit because we're going to give you guys some premium UFC content, breaking down possibly the greatest card ever. On paper, at least, it's looking that way. But before we get to that, we have a few other topics to get to. We're going to talk about the NBA a little bit, about how the season's going for the Knicks, the Heat, some San Antonio Spurs, of course, the All-Star weekend that's coming up. We're going to talk about J.J. Watt to the Cardinals and Russell Wilson's landing spots, where we think he's going to end up. So, we're going to start off with some NBA. Ahmed, the Spurs played the Knicks and almost blew them out. Now, you know, I've always said if it's San Antonio versus the Knicks, it's always New York over San Antonio. But what do you think happened? What do you think happened?
Well, Spurs are a good team. They're not trash. They got really hot. Um, like that was gonna be my excuse that like the Spurs just shot the ball like insane. But I mean the Knicks also made like 14 threes or 15 threes. So I just think they outworked us, especially in the second half. Um, Whatever Greg Popovich said to them, it obviously worked. And well, they're a good team. They got good young players, even though they're missing a lot of their players. They still had DeMar. They still had Murray. They still had who else they had? Pirtle was killing us. What are you gonna do? Listen, bro, I'm not like we're not gonna win every game. I would have loved to win that game, especially when we have Detroit finish 20-17 before the All-Star break. But I'm very happy about the Knicks. And we were gonna talk about the Knicks earlier, and we should have because they were the fourth seed. I was gonna talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? Home court advantage, fourth seed, like that's insane.
Yeah.
But in the East, you win like just one game, you lose one game, you go all the way back, you move all the way up. But that's the East. But
Yeah,
like I said,
100%.
Spurs are a good team. I'm happy about the Knicks. Yeah, but I mean, I want to talk about the Knicks though. Like, I mean, this like coming into the season, no expectations, and now I turn on ESPN and they're like, "Yo, Knicks have to win like a play. Well, don't have to, but the Knicks if they win a playoff series, that's music to my ears, bro.
Massive jump. It's a massive jump
Exactly,
because
exactly, and it's house money. We have nothing to lose. We are only gonna get better, especially with all our main guys are young. I mean, Julius Randle's only 26 years old, and that's our top guy. RJ is not even he's like 22, 21. Frank, who's a veteran in this league, he's only 22. IQ, Obi, all these guys. So young team only get better. It's just, I mean, you saw that video right after I think we beat the Kings. All the fans outside
no,
the
I
Garden.
didn't.
You didn't
I
see the
didn't see
video?
it. No.
I think the video went viral and it was Knicks fans going absolutely insane after the game. And usually I'll be like, listen, that's not cool, but from where we've come from, for the things
Yeah.
I've seen, I mean, I sat down and watched every single game that Derek Fisher coached. So
Ugh.
I listen. I've seen the worst. I've seen. Oh, I haven't seen the best, and I'm hoping to see the best. It's good times in New York, and it shows you once again why the Knicks run New York because it's not even close, bro. I'm saying New York
Yeah. No, 100%.
nationally.
I agree with you.
Nationally, they got a super team. If the Thunder had these fucking guys, they would be on ESPN every night too. It's just these
Yeah.
guys. They got Harden, and I'm happy for them. Harden, like he's bro, my favorite player in the league right now. My favorite player in
Really?
the league right now. My favorite player in the league right
You
now.
know,
James
it's funny
Harden.
because I didn't like Harden maybe 2, 3 years ago. I was so mad at like the way he was getting fouls and everything. Kind of the same shit that's going on with Trae Young
With Trae
now.
Young.
But I listen, props to him. He found his way. And surprisingly, not surprisingly to me, but I know a lot of people are surprised that it's working out in Brooklyn.
No,
But I've always said Harden is not going to be the problem if it happens.
listen,
Never.
I was hard on him, and I like totally stand by that. Like you still have a contract. The least you could do is just show up to practice in shape at least.
Yeah.
If you don't want to, if you don't want to play for the team, okay, just get it done. But you like the least you could do if you're getting paid $35 million to show up to practice and just at least just just fucking be there for your teammates.
Yeah.
So I stand by that. But now that he's in Brooklyn and all that, I don't like. I got nothing else like bad to say. James Harden right now is my favorite player in the league. He's showing why he is a team first guy. Like if you need him to score 30, he'll do that.
Oh
If you
yeah.
need him to get 20 assists, he'll do that. He is my favorite player in the league right now, just for that, because he could do whatever you need him to do. And damn, bro, he's a stud.
It's massive respect for players like that just are willing to drop into a role. And I think that's something that we've lost a lot in sports today in general, not just the NBA.
And
That
hold
player
up,
who's gonna go back so he can win that ring. I think that's his priority. So
yeah, of course, and obviously when you join fucking KD and Kyrie, you know, it's fucking rings or bust. So
yeah.
listen, he's a great player. So is Kyrie when he's healthy. KD when he gets back out there. These guys, have great goals to accomplish. We'll see what they do. I said for them, they have to make the finals this year. They have to with that talent. I think finals is like the minimum. That that's that's my opinion. But
I personally
we'll
think
see.
they have to win the finals. And I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think that's too
that's what I was
crazy to
hearing.
say.
Yeah, that's what I
I
was
mean,
hearing.
they
But
have to. If you compare them to any other team, there's no one that really touches them.
I
Fine,
did,
they
bro.
have to
I
at
just
least
think
get to a game 7, at least.
I just
That-
think people like this is what I said when the trade happened. I said like of course like me personally, and I know people were like, oh, like, what the hell are you saying? I would have kept the team I had. I know if you have a chance to get James Harden, whatever, blah blah blah. But for me, like you have a great team and it's deeper and that when you can go 10 deep, that helps you in the playoffs. So we still got to see what this team does. When I watched like two Nets games all year right now because they're on ESPN. Both games, bro. What really shocked me? They're playing defense. That's what I said
Hmm.
was gonna be the downfall. They're playing defense, not like they're really trying to guard everybody. And like that's Steve Nash getting in their head. That's James Harden and Kyrie both taking it personal. Like of course we can give you 35 in your face and you can't do nothing about it, but we're also gonna fucking like lock you down. That's
Hold you to 10. It's
exactly.
got to be the
So
game plan.
if they're
Do
playing
you think,
defense, then oof.
while we're on the subject, do you think that if, let's say, hopefully not, Kyrie, KD, or James Harden, either one of them get injured, are your expectations, and before playoffs, are your expectations still finals for them?
It depends. If KD and James Harden are both healthy, I don't know. You should still make it to the finals, but it's if you make it to the game 7 of Eastern Conference Finals, it's still kind of leaves like a was like a bad taste, whatever they say. But if you got the big three and you got a squad ready to go, you better make it to the finals. You better.
I mean, I agree. Although I would say it
I
really
mean,
depends who they go up against because it, I personally think the 76ers and the Bucks have more all-around star power
well,
if one of the three gets injured.
the Bucks just gotta play defense and
Yeah.
they'll be good, I think. 76ers, it's cool what they're doing. We got to see in the playoffs, especially JoJo. He's a great player, probably the MVP, but let's see in the playoffs. Celtics are collapsing. They're sometimes
Horrible, man.
I mean, sometimes you can see,
They won.
they
Didn't
have
they win
they
last
have
night though?
talent. Yeah, they're a good team, and if they get right in the right moment, then we'll see what happens. But right now, like 18 wins with all that talent. I know Marcus Smart is hurt, but when you have two All Stars in that team, come on, bro. Like we have one All Star, and we have like same amount of wins as them. So I don't know about the Celtics. But I was gonna say something about the Nets. What was I gonna say? forgot what I was gonna say about the Nets. Yeah, whatever. Fucking.
But circling back to the Knicks, I think another great thing about them making the playoffs is actually Tiku mentioned this last episode when we were talking about the Spurs. He was like, playoff experience is important, and it would be great to see the Knicks players get some playoff experience, especially quickly. Dude, that guy's a star, bro.
You
That
saw him
guy,
against the Spurs.
he played great. It's
He's the
funny. I
best
have
player.
him on. I have him on fantasy, right? I wasn't able to watch the game, so I look at it. He's at 40 fantasy points, whatever. Come back 5 minutes later, he's at 80. That guy seems to always pop off towards the end. If you can, like that mentality is going to be so important for that Knicks team. So important for that Knicks team.
Oh, I mean, he is definitely not shy of fucking taking shots. You know, he's like he just comes in and he's ready to go, and that takes confidence. You know, for a guy that's in his first year. So I mean, and he's scoring too. You know, he's not as efficient as I want him to be from the field, but he's one of the best players already on our team.
Yeah, and definitely in the rookie of the year conversation.
For sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the Heat, but
yeah,
our boy is in Mexico or whatever he is. I think
he's
I don't even know why he's in Mexico. I think that Andy
I heard
Ruiz
he's
needed like a sparring partner.
no. I heard he was working in a restaurant where Canelo Alvarez eats and tainting the meat. So just a rumor. Just a rumor. We don't know. Can't confirm nothing. We'll see when he gets back. We'll press him on the issue. But the Heat are an interesting team. Ever since Jimmy Butler's come back, they've been a little better. In my opinion, still kind of underperforming. I had them as a 4th seed. Bam Adebayo, is he really living up to the max contract? I mean,
no, he's balling out. You know, he's playing good. He's
but
always been playing good.
Is he living up to the contract though?
I mean, for me, you know, I mean, like, bro, they give anybody 100, like, fucking anybody $100 million. I mean, he got 200 million. Listen, he's a great player, especially like the fact that he can guard 1 through 5, no problem, and he's one of the best passing big men in the league. You know, he can shoot from the mid range. He's a good player. You know, he's just I don't know. He's worth $196 million. Same thing for Rudy Gobert. He's one of the most. He's the second best player on the best team in the league.
In the NBA. Yeah.
I just don't know if he's worth $200 million, but whatever. That
in an inflated market, you can kind of justify it. It's
Listen,
not like an outrageous.
bro.
It's not an outrageous sum.
I always say it, bro. I always
still
say
paying him so much.
Chandler Parsons, Reggie Jackson, all these guys, bro. They just they throw money, bro. They throw money away. I don't get it. Joakim Noah, bro, on the Knicks, the worst contract. Luol Deng, like they throw money.
What are you gonna do? It's, and you see this all around sports. The money is just getting so inflated now. I mean, obviously, teams work it out themselves with the revenue and everything.
But going back to the Heat, listen. As soon as Jimmy came back, Jimmy's been playing insane. I think we really got to start talking about, not the best players in the league, but players that mean so much to their team, like the most valuable players. Jimmy Butler ranks higher than a lot of guys that you wouldn't think of. And
100%.
What he does for that team, I know it's a perfect fit, but you still have to go out there and you still got to deal with young guys, you know, on his team. Or, you know, he's the main guy. Like he's the oldest guy. Him and Iggy. That's pretty much it. But like what he's very impressive what he does. And, you know, he's not as flashy as Kyrie or as gifted as James Harden and these guys, like not even close, all due respect. He's a guy that made himself a great player out of the mud, and he's doing it again with the Heat. So, bro, it's respect for him.
In my opinion, he has probably the toughest mentality in the NBA. Winning mentality-wise, like, that guy brings his team above the. Come on,
no,
yo!
For sure. Like that, I get that. But that whole thing, like, oh, he was beating up, like the bench players in Minnesota or something. You don't think that every NBA player does that, bro?
No.
Most NBA players.
You got it wrong, my friend.
No, I know he went on the bench team, or whatever, because
scrub the shit out of the starters.
You don't think that most guys could do that? or most guys do
Nope.
that.
Well, no, because they're facing good players. He faced Cat and whoever else on that Timberwolves team.
Yeah,
That's
Cat
quality.
is on the worst team in the league right now, by the way. And
Oh, but Jimmy was on that team as well, my friend.
I know. I'm just saying, like people were
You're
like
taking
riding him
away.
OD. No, I'm just saying, like that's cool and all. That's tough, but just like I've seen this many times, bro. I'm just
Nah,
saying
he's a beast, bro.
he's
What
definitely
game
a
was it
star.
in the finals when he just pulled out a 40-point triple double? I forgot. Game 3, I think. Game 4. He is, in my opinion, that guy. You put him on a 6 seed, 7 seed team, you get your team to the conference finals. That's just my opinion. I think he has a quality. Like you
He's
said, he's
definitely,
not as flashy, not as like, you know,
and he can't
skill, but
shoot like in a
that's.
league where you got to be like somewhat of a decent 3-point shooter. My goodness, it's
I
and
don't
he's a
think he's
shooting
made
guard.
any threes.
No.
I don't think he's made.
I remember I was like bugging fucking Tico about it. I'm like, bro, like Taj Gibson has more threes than Jimmy Butler, but he's finally starting to make threes again. But he's like, geez, man. But listen, he's still doing what he does without threes. So
Yeah, he's a good player. Revive, revive the mid-range shot, man. This thing I've been trying to get past
that's
everyone's
my
heads
game,
for
bro. That's
a
my game.
long time. That's
I'm
your
mid
game.
range king. Mid range king, bro.
They don't know. They don't know about the high school triple double king in the fifth division of New York.
Russell Westbrook before Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I.
Shout out of here, bro.
Just to go over the West a little, it's getting pretty interesting there. It's getting really close.
Little
You
shout out
got
once again. I'm gonna shout out once again, back to back episodes. I'm gonna shout out Monty Williams, bro. Coach of the year right now. Coach of the year over
yeah,
Quinn Snyder, in my opinion.
definitely.
Phoenix Suns are second in the Western Conference, ladies and gentlemen. Devin Booker. First of all, did you see that goddamn ejection last night? Did you
Oh,
see
that was
that?
ridiculous. I'm glad
Oh,
we're talking about it. I
bro,
was
hold on,
gonna
hold on,
suggest we talk
bro.
about it.
I turned off the game immediately. I swear to God, I swear to everything in my life. I was watching the game. And I said, bro, that did that like that just happened right now? And I turned off the game and I stopped watching.
Good.
I put on some UFC shit. I'm not watching that shit. Are you kidding me?
That was
He bounced the ball back. I don't care what he said. Bounced the ball back, bro.
bro.
And
That
bro,
was
this is
like
like the refs are getting softer and softer every game.
oh. Someone commented, obviously it's not good to throw around this word out lately, but someone was like, that's just blatant racism. And I swear to God, that's the first thought that came into my head, bro. Just out of nowhere, just call. Listen, I'm not gonna throw it around lightly, but bro,
No,
out
I
of
think
nowhere, because he bounced past the ball to a ref. First of all, he spoke to the ref. I doubt he even
he
said
said
something
he's no.
outrageous.
I heard that LeBron heard what he said and he was pretty shocked by it too. But
Oh,
what the
really?
like, bro? Like, unless you say something like, and I don't think he did. Obviously, I wasn't there, but what we saw, he bounced the ball back after, and there was also an incident before with him and KCP, so he was already heated. So
Mhm.
he just bounced the ball back. Like, I
Yeah,
get he's
it
heated.
was,
That's
and it
just
wasn't even
crazy,
the
but that's
ref who got the
nonsense. That's
ball. It
nonsense,
wasn't even the
bro.
ref who got the ball who
Bro,
called it.
I
Who called it?
I dare them. I dare them to do that in like a playoff game or something. I dare them, bro. I dare them. They will never ever ref a game ever again.
Are you sure about that though? Are you
Bro,
sure that this isn't an agenda being pushed? Swear to
I'm
God, you think these refs are way too protected in the NBA, man. Way
and
too
guess what?
protected.
And guess what? The Phoenix Suns still won the game. They still won
Good.
in LA and won the game. That's a crazy division, by the way. They got Clippers, you got
Oh yeah,
Lakers, Suns, and all that. So that's a good
yeah.
division. And the Suns are doing phenomenal. Shout out to the Suns. Who else can we shout out?
Spurs, man.
Shout
That's
talk your
why I
shit.
brought up the Western Conference
Talk
Final.
your
Of course,
shit.
I'm gonna talk my shit. Great team, and I'm telling you, we're missing so many players right now. I mean, you bring in Derek White, who's literally, in my opinion, like a winning formula for the Spurs.
He's
He's
bro.
injured right now.
You know who Derek
Comes
White
back.
like definitely like he kind of just reminds me of like a Spencer Dinwiddie.
Really?
Yeah, and I
That's
like
fair.
people know how I am about Spencer Dinwiddie, like the person, but the player I have no problem. Even though nobody would ever make a goddamn mixtape about Spencer Dinwiddie, like that's atrocious.
Oh, I remember
Stop
you
it!
had that
Stop
whole
it!
thing with the
Stop it!
tweeting at him and shit.
Stop
That
it,
was
bro! Ain't
hilarious.
nobody ever making a goddamn mixtape of how Spencer Dinwiddie plays basketball. Get
Damn,
out of here,
chill.
bro.
He's gonna. I'm posting this on Twitter.
Guy
We're
shaved his
reviving the
mustache
beef.
and it still
We're
looks ugly like
reviving the
that.
beef. We're
Whatever,
reviving the beef. You still got
Yo,
screenshots
I don't know. Oh, of
of
the
that beef that
conversation?
you had with them? Yeah.
I just gotta search it up on Twitter. I think
Oh
I'll
yeah,
find
I
it.
forgot you could search up on Twitter.
Yeah. Let's also. But the Spurs though, I gotta say, they're a good team and shit. But every time I watch Spurs play, I still fall asleep. But it's just me because like
It's the winning
fucking
formula.
I know and black and white fucking stadiums, like fucking jerseys.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just my goodness,
Definitely
bro.
plays a part.
Like
Bro,
they took the life out of me yesterday, bro.
DeJounte Murray though is a special player, man.
He's all right.
He's a special player.
Listen, bro, I was high on him like before most people. I thought he was gonna be good. He got hurt, torn ACL and shit. I thought this might actually like fucking send him back. Defensively, he's always been very good. He's always been a good rebounder, solid passer. His offensive game, and I did see him, make some threes and make some shots. So, he's getting better, but he's got to be a knockdown shooter. Like he's exactly what I thought. Well, I thought he was going to be
version of Shy, right?
Shy is what I thought he was going to be, and Shy is already like an all-star caliber player. I love Shy. I love Shy. One of my favorite players in the league. Yeah,
so young too. Honestly, that flew right over my head.
So fly, bro. So crafty, so fly.
The NBA has a great selection of young players. They're in good hands. We got Luka Doncic. I mean, Giannis is only what, 26?
Zion Williamson, baby.
Zion Williamson, great player.
How about shout out to the Grizzlies. They're still alive. Warriors. Nuggets playing better. Shout out Jamal Murray, who's been putting on an absolute clinic in the past 10 games.
Do you know what's funny?
As good as anybody.
Just for context for everybody watching, when Ahmed was drafting his fantasy team, he drafted Jamal Murray over Jimmy, and me and Tiku were like, "You're an idiot." And then as soon as Jimmy comes back, Jimmy's doing great, doing his thing, going out.
First of all, and I already won that because Jimmy missed like first 20 or like he was out for a while, and he was already playing well, like Jamal. Now he's playing insane.
He was okay, but yeah, as soon as Jimmy picked it up, Jamal picked it up too. So he got away with that one.
Portland starting to play better as they get healthier. It's just crazy. I mean, they're 5 games over 500. Dame is. I mean, nobody's talking about him when we talk about MVP. Nobody even brings him up.
They don't respect that man enough, man.
Spurs, like we mentioned.
Don't forget CJ's out too.
CJ, yeah, of course. CJ, I mean, that's the main guy out. Lakers third, Suns second. That's the main. That's the thing that really stands out. Suns and Jazz still playing dominant basketball. But yeah, it's pretty much it. As already the first half of the season, and we enter the All-Star weekend, and it feels good to say that because I got an All-Star on my team. I don't know about Miami, but we have an All-Star on our team. His name is Julius Randle. He's going to be playing. We also got Mr. Obi. She giving me quickly topping. that's the new way. Dunk contest. And bro,
I'm gonna cut that part out for sure.
if you watch, it was obviously like garbage time, but he was dunking all over the Spurs with some nasty dunks.
Good for him.
So excited to see him. Yeah. So obviously excited to see him, but let's get to All-Star weekend.
Yeah, it's just a big weekend. Very, very interesting. We know a lot of people. What's going to be interesting, in my opinion, is to see how these players give their effort, especially considering a lot of them didn't want to have an All-Star weekend. I think that's going to be something to look out for.
I mean, now, that they're, it's a done deal, I would expect them to show, full effort and shit. If you're there, just make the best out of it. So, I mean, listen, bro, like, you can't take this shit for granted. Being an all-star, playing an all-star game, playing basketball, period. Like we saw last year, you couldn't play at all. So I get, they're like being cautious and safe and shit, but if it's safe and everybody's like ready to go, let's just play ball, bro. Especially All-Star weekend. Let's like a fucking like let's go. And whatever I always said, I just want to see someone win that Kobe Bryant award,
Yeah.
and we're gonna get to see that. But let's go with 3-point contest first. You want to list them off?
3-point contest. Do you have it up?
I do have it, I believe.
Let's hear it.
Okay, the 3-point contest is there's only 4 players.
It's not that many. I believe it was like 4 or 5 when I saw it. Now it's
Wow.
Curry. I
Okay,
think Dame is in it.
Yeah, see, I don't have the. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay,
Hey,
Stephen Curry. Well, once again, he's the greatest shooter of all time. It's his
slow down.
goddamn contest.
Slow down. That's not a definite greatest shooter of all time. I got Klay Thompson as a better shooter than him. I'm serious. I'm so dead ass. Klay Thompson is maybe a better 3-point shooter than Stephen Curry in my opinion.
Listen, bro, I know Tiku's not here, and you feel a little confident, but my goodness.
Bro, Tiku would say Tyler Harrow is the great, and no, Duncan Robinson is the greatest shooter of all time. Klay Thompson just has the mechanics.
Listen, bro, as we try to move away from that.
I can't. You think that's controversial?
Bro, I'm not gonna answer you, bro. As we move on.
Okay, move on.
Stephen Curry, my goodness, Stephen Curry is obviously sensational. Devin Booker, who's been playing phenomenal, and also one of the best shooters since college, bro. He's been always a phenomenal shooter. Jaylen Brown. We'll see what he does. Zach LaVine, Spider Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell, who's showing that he's not only a high flyer and a flashy guy, he can also shoot. And we'll see what he does. Jason Tatum, the second Celtic. And I think this is the first time that every single one of them are all All-Stars. They're all going to be, they're all playing an All-Star game. So, a little historic night.
It's less players than usual, no?
Yeah, I think so, but it's stacked up with talent. I don't know about shooting talent. I would like to see like Joe Harris and. I
was just gonna say Joe Harris. Where's Joe Harris?
Guys like that, but we'll see. This is more of just like a popularity. I mean, obviously, like Steph Curry and Devin Booker and like all these guys should shoot, but like Joe Harris and them are like specialists, snipers. This is their role. So we'll see. Who do you have winning?
Who do I have winning?
Who do you have? Two guys make it to the final and then the winner.
Devin Booker's been cold recently, but also I think a guy that's kind of gone not under the radar, but a guy that I rate kind of highly, Zach LaVine. I think this guy could really pull out something crazy. Zach LaVine, Devin Booker, I'd say in the finals.
Especially like top of the key position, he can really make a lot of threes from there. I see a lot. I would have to go. I would probably have to go Steph Curry, and it's a toss-up for me for Book and LaVine. I'm gonna go with Book. I think he's more of a more polished shooter. I'll go Book versus Steph Curry. I think they already matched up before. Two former champs, Steph Curry versus Devin Booker, and I'll pick Steph Curry to win.
Very interesting. Not that crazy of a thing.
Let's just try to move away from what you said, bro. My goodness.
Bro, it's not that controversial. It's not that controversial.
I mean, bro, like he is a top 5 shooter of all time, Klay Thompson. But do you like top 5?
Are you sure 5? You don't cut it off at 3? You don't think he's top 3?
Bro. Like you guys just like forget about all-time great shooters? I don't understand.
Okay, you got
my goodness.
You got Steph, you got Klay, and you got Ray Allen. Not in order. Top 3.
You know who Reggie Miller is, bro?
I know who Reggie Miller is. You know who Reggie Miller is, especially, Mr.
I wasn't even born, bro. I'm good. I'm chilling. What the fuck? Like there's bro. There's shooters they like you never heard of. Like Mark Price was a sniper. Larry Bird, the guy didn't miss from fucking 1-3 from the
It's different though. They didn't really shoot. They didn't really shoot at that volume that they shoot today. Don't forget that they didn't shoot at the volume they shoot today.
Yeah, and they get more opportunity. especially Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Like as soon as they get over the half court line, it's green light. Listen, the top 5 is a compliment. Like, and Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. Klay Thompson, he's a fucking stud, bro. Like, there's obviously, but you know,
Fine, maybe he doesn't have,
live
but
in the
he
moment.
has. You have to say he has probably the greatest form in terms of mechanics.
What the fuck does that mean, bro?
What
The
do you mean?
form,
What does that mean?
form.
That's
Like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, he can shoot good.
it's
Like
clean.
I've seen kids in the gym, like automatic in the gym, like and it look good.
But who's guarding them, bro? You?
You know, first of all, if I'm guarding them, it's a whole different discussion, bro. I think you kids really forgot. I know the finger is a little messed up, and I know I haven't been out there, but my goodness,
This guy's been out 8 months with a.
I broke it like 5 times over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with the dunk contest.
Your boy.
It's
No,
only
man,
like 4
I don't
names.
understand. It's
So it's
Obi
only like
Toppin, I know.
Obi Toppin.
Yo, I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to find this, and then it's just nowhere to be found on the website.
I got it right here, bro. I found it in a matter of seconds. Okay, Anfree Simmons from the Portland Trailblazers, which I guess was the most shocking one. We'll see what he does. Cassius Stanley. I mean, this guy is a fucking human, like pogo stick. Obi Toppin, 6'10", hot skyscraper. So I'll go Obi Toppin, my guy, New York. I think the fact that he's 6'10", he can do some crazy shit. I think Cassius is probably the favorite. This guy's gonna be like walking on air, but I'll go Obi Toppin. We'll see. I'm just happy that I got a Nick back there. Last one was
it's actually pretty star-studded with the Knicks. I'm happy, bro. The Knicks, like,
Facts.
They're doing much better than expected. They're getting their name out there. Yo, and you've said it multiple times. When the Knicks are good, New York is good. So
yeah, you feel it too. You feel it. It's something special.
Speaking of, we also have a Nick in the skills challenge. We got Robert Covington for the Portland Trailblazers, Julius Randle for New York Knicks, Luka Doncic with the Mavericks, Chris Paul, Vucevic, and Sabonis. All All-Stars again, except for Covington.
Yeah,
so that's gonna be the skills challenge is really fun, but it's not the most serious.
Yeah, and very recently, like big men have been dominating that contest. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. I think Julius Randle has a good chance of winning. I'll probably favor Chris Paul in this one.
Yeah,
especially the passing.
Maybe Sabonis.
The passing and the shooting.
Sabonis is a good look.
Sabonis, but I think he's a little stiff for that. Like he's too slow to like run up all that. But yeah, dunk contest, Obi Toppin, bring it home to New York. 3-point contest, Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time, just does what he has to do. This guy making 75 threes in a row in a fucking gym, so it would be hard to fucking bet against him. Skills challenge, I'll go with Chris Paul. Who do you got for dunk contest?
I got Levine, I got Toppin, and then skills challenge, I will say Julius Randle. Fuck it. The Knicks are taking everything.
And I do like the fact that you bring up Zach LaVine, because I do think that he wants to prove a point that okay, I was a high flyer dunker, but now I'm a complete basketball player that can shoot, I can do I can pass, I can do everything, and I think like he's trying to prove a point here. So we'll see.
What else we got? We got the Rising Stars Challenge. We'll just briefly look over. I mean, there's not much to say.
I don't think they're gonna have it. But my goodness, the disrespect.
You don't think they're gonna have it? Why not?
I don't think they're gonna have it this year.
They are. They have teams.
I know, but when are they gonna play?
They have so the schedule.
I see, bro. I see dunk contest, 3-point contest, and skills challenge.
It's there. That I can tell you for sure.
They had the teams. Yeah, I saw the teams, and again, they did like disrespect of the Knicks is ridiculous. RJ Barrett last year was not at all on the all rookie team. This year, Emmanuel Quickly, Mitchell Robinson are not in the Rising Stars game. Get out of here, bro. Who the fuck is Theo Madelon and all this? Like, come on, bro.
Michael Mulder. Look at this.
Come on, bro.
This guy's 4 points per game. No disrespect to you, Michael Mulder, but I mean, we're talking about Emmanuel.
I actually like Goodness, disrespect continued, but whatever. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, not much more to say.
Yeah, but at
Wow,
least
they
we got
even
an
put
all-star. Oh, hold on. Let's go to the all-star game though, and
yeah.
let's talk about that. I really want to talk about who's going to win the award because that's why I'm here. I want to see someone get that Kobe Bryant award, honor Kobe. Um, I said a couple weeks ago, I think this all set up Kyrie Irving. Like he's the best kind of playground type player. He's always dominated all-star games, always done insane shit. Um, Kyrie, bro, I think
This
it's gonna
is
be there.
the this is the first time they're doing the Kobe Bryant Award
I think last year
because
they
last year they
last year they
couldn't
gave
do
it
it. I
out.
thought.
No, I think
Oh,
last
but the
year
All
they
Star
gave
game happened right before everything shut down.
no right
Right?
after. Oh yeah, no, right before it all shut down, but right after his passing. It was the month
Yeah.
after.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I forgot whether because it came mad close. It was in March, so.
yeah. So I think last year I forgot who won. I think it was Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, Kawhi, and it was
Yes.
because he's a stud. So I think this year is set up for Kyrie, and we'll see what he does.
Kyrie's
I don't really
connections
care
with
who
Kobe,
wins.
man.
I
He
I
adores him.
I just, bro, honestly, I just hope they do what they did last year. Like it was intense to watch that. I got really hyped, like seeing, like actually that's the 10 best players on the planet play real basketball that really care, like that really actually matters. That was tough. So
They are
hopefully that
keeping the
happens
same
again.
format. They are.
It's gonna be like the first team to 170 or whatever it was last year.
It's so they play out the first three quarters. Whoever wins the first donates to their charity. Second donates, and then fourth quarter it's first to 24, I believe.
Okay, I would have. I mean, I get 24, but like, yeah, whatever. That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's how they did it last year. So.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I think it's Kyrie. Who do you have winning it?
I agree with you.
Kyrie.
Actually, Kyrie, like you said,
I think it's
he's
gonna
the
be someone
embodiment
like
of this All Star weekend, having a
I
fun
think I
time.
think Chris Paul is a good shout too if he actually
Ooh.
plays, like if he wants to play a lot,
Has to be a
because he'll
starter.
he'll get
Yeah,
like 20 assists. He'll get like 20 assists in that game.
it probably
I
has
think.
to be a starter in my opinion. Like
Or
someone
or a
who's gonna
guy
play.
or a guy that's like gonna have like 7 threes off the bench. Like I remember when like Melo had like 7 threes. Paul George also had like 7 threes an All-Star game. Guys like that too that come off the bench or automatic from three.
It's gonna
You
come
can't.
down. It's gonna come down to that fourth quarter, for sure.
Yeah, and
Um,
that also helps if it's like the guy who takes over in that fourth quarter.
Special shout out to Zion Williamson, first time All Star. That's really dope. I think he's the only one. Oh, and Zach Levine, first time, but Zion
Julius
Williamson,
Randle, first time All-Star.
Jalen Brown as well. But no. But I mean, like specifically Zion Williamson coming up.
Yeah. Like
I'm
of course the hype and
happy
all
to
that.
see that.
But
He's a
yeah,
good player.
also weekend, hype to see it. Where is it again? Is it in the ATL, Atlanta?
This Sunday in Atlanta. Correct.
Atlanta, Sunday, March 7th. What a weekend we got. What a weekend we got, bro. It's one of those weekends that I get so excited for. Oh
Gotta
man,
stay
but
glued.
we're not there yet. As we finish off
Let
basketball, we got some
yeah.
just some quick NFL stuff. Just some quick rundowns, if you will. Um, we're gonna talk about obviously big news this year, this past week. J.J. Watt, who shockingly was released, and he goes to the Arizona Cardinals. Um, it's gonna be weird to see him not in a fucking Houston Texans uh uniform, but he got his wishes. Also got paid. I think that's the big reason.
Got that
Listen,
money,
I
man.
don't listen in this sport too. And when it's not guaranteed, and like all it takes is one hit, go get paid. Especially for a guy who's already a Hall of Famer. I know he hasn't had like insane playoff. Like I don't think he's been to the. Yeah, I don't think he's been to the conference. So like, listen, for him to get paid, and he's not going to a bad team. I think Arizona's a good
Not at
team,
all.
even though that division is the best division of football, and they got Aaron Donald, Nick Bosa, and Jamal Adams and them boys. That's defense all over. So he's
If
going
I'm
to a tough
correct, the
division.
Seahawks are also in that division too, right?
Yeah. So yeah, you got Jamal
We'll
Adams
get we'll
and
get to that
Bobby
soon.
Wagner. Yeah.
That's that soon.
So that tough division, but he listen. I mean, the Cardinals. I think last year they signed Terrell Suggs, who obviously is a Hall of Famer, but obviously not the same player. JJ is also not the same player that he was, but he's still when he has purpose and when he is on a team that's not dead, that's not like has all these goddamn issues in the locker room, all that. He's as good as it gets. So that I mean, listen, $23 million guaranteed. Happy for him. We'll see. We'll see what he does.
Uh, yeah. I don't have much more to add. I definitely agree with you. Got that payday, but also like you said, not a bad team at all. You got Kyler Murray, Hopkins. It's it could they didn't make
Or
the playoffs this season,
Kenyon Drake,
but
all that. Yeah,
you know this
good
could be a
defense.
big shift. He's not a bad player.
Oh
People
yeah,
like to people like to jack like, oh, he's finished. Like I've heard a few people say that, but he's a good player. Still is. Add him to an already okay team, maybe a little bit more than okay. They could do big things. They could definitely do big things. But like you said, toughest conference. So
yep. And we're gonna stay in that tough ass division as we move on to Russell Wilson, who, I mean, just not long ago, 2 episodes ago, like, uh, obviously we're saying that it's not gonna happen. There's no way that he gets traded. And now he's listing teams, bro. He's giving out teams that he wants to. Well, not him, but his agent. But obviously, I mean, that's a little sus. Um, you have the teams that he listed, or what?
off the top of my head, I do know them.
Well, yeah,
It's the
Saints,
Saints, it's the
Bears.
Cowboys, it's the Bears, and it was either I think Washington or the Raiders. But
I think the
two
Raiders.
yeah, two teams that don't really matter. Washington or Raiders, whoever it was, I don't think that's
Listen,
even a possibility.
for me,
Actually,
it's
Washington's a slight possibility.
stop it.
No,
For
no, no,
me,
no. Well, not in terms of how, in terms of can it be on the list? Because I'm pretty sure it's like near where he grew up. So
we can just. Well, I mean, he went to college in NC State, and then he went to Wisconsin. So I don't know if he has ties to Washington, like
I don't know. That's what I
DC.
read.
Hold up, let's see. Wilson teams listed. Yeah, it was Raiders. I can see Raiders, but I don't know why you would go to the Raiders when you got to deal with Pat Mahomes twice a year. Uh, the Cowboys. If you want to be the star, if you want to be the most talked about fucking QB in the whole league, yeah, you go there. Um, if you want to leave your team, who I think we got to break it down because Seattle has done a good job. Since he's been drafted, he's got the most wins, I believe. They've been the second best run franchise behind New England. Uh, they always have a good team out there. Now you could argue their O line hasn't been as good as it wants to be, but when you pay your quarterback that much money, it's hard to build a team around him. That's why we commend Tom Brady for taking less money because he allows himself to build a great team all around him. So and he still has DK Metcalf, who's their second, Tyler Lockett. He still has weapons and a not a great or a pretty bad secondary, but he still have Bobby Wagner, still have I think Cliff April, good team. Not like and if you're that guy, then you make it happen. And I've been a huge fan. I know you were saying that he's been choking the last couple of years. I don't know about choking, but he hasn't.
Not choking, but it's like it's a constant trend where it's like he starts at a high and then it slowly dips, but it doesn't dip completely down. It's just
Yeah, but all that being said, Seattle still had like for the past 10 years now has shown that they can build a good team around him and a Super Bowl winning team around him.
yeah.
So if you're gonna leave, it's one spot. And for me, it's the Saints. Because you put Russell Wilson in the Saints, NFC champion, they are the favorites for me in the NFC.
I agree.
They're a team already that's ready to win a Super Bowl right now. Their defense, arguably top five, O-line top 5. Mike Thomas, Alvin. You still have Kamara, Emmanuel Sanders. Are you kidding me? This is if you want to do something that is going to be better than Seattle, and it's not hard to do because like I said, there's only one. Like for me, I think it's just been the Patriots that have been better than them. So if you're gonna leave, you go to the Saints, a team that, like I said, is ready right now, and they can win. Like win big.
One massive hurdle in your plan. Even though I agree.
Of course, you're gonna have to a trade. I mean, that's also a big problem because
the Cowboys are the only. I think the Cowboys are the only team with a pick in the top 10. I believe it is.
I don't know if they're top 10 this year
or a first rounder. I forgot what it was, but yeah, they have basically the best shot at committing a proper trade to the Seahawks.
Exactly. I mean, the Cowboys can say, okay, we can sign Dak to a franchise tag or something, and then we could trade him to for Russell Wilson, and then we're giving you a quarterback that's shown that he's not elite, but he's a winner, good. And he's a good quarterback, definitely a good solid quarterback, and it's hard to find that who hasn't been paid yet also. So like the Cowboys are the only team, and that standpoint, I mean like Derek Carr, I don't know if the Seahawks would be clamoring for him. Dak Prescott, who's still young, who's shown that he's a stud sometimes. They can give back Dak Prescott, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But like I said, if Russell Wilson, because he's the one that says I want to leave, you go to fucking Saints, bro. You kidding me? A team that's ready to win. You put Russell Wilson in that team. How are they not the favorites?
Yeah.
And
sure.
Even though they gotta play Tampa twice a year, that don't matter. You just see them like now you see they're probably got like fucking match up with them anyway. So now you see what's obviously what's gonna happen. So yeah, for me it's the Saints.
Also,
if he even leaves at all,
I'm pretty sure his two biggest idols in the sporting world are Drew Brees and Derek Jeter. So people are saying that's a big reason why Drew Brees didn't retire yet. They're saying he's kind of using his position to leverage for a trade to bring, because he wants the Saints to be in good hands before he leaves. So that could be a thing. Because remember how they were saying, oh, he'll announce it in 1 week, 2 weeks, and it's been a month or so.
Yeah, he's working out and shit now.
Yeah, so I think it's definitely a possibility. So would you say it's between the Saints and the Cowboys for sure?
It's Cowboys,
if a trade happens.
No, I think if he wants to leave, he'll make it happen. Obviously, like their cap space is pretty bad. Like the Saints are, so like they would have to make it work. But Cowboys, they can make that trade. But for me, if he wants to leave, it's got to be Saints.
If you want to win, no reason to leave Seahawks if you're gonna go to a team that's gonna do the same thing. So.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for NFL. That was just, a quick little rundown. Well, we all know why we're here today.
Oh, I'm excited, man.
Just move out the way. When you move out the way a little bit.
What do you want to see? What do you want to see?
Just move out the whole way. There you go. 3 title fights, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
3 title fights, but that's not even it. That's not even it, bro. We're talking about a card here that, for me personally, I'm a guy who watches every fight anyway. Like on a fight night. Now this is like, you cannot miss. Even the casual does not want to miss any fight. I think, even the prelims.
Of course not. Does that mean Ahmed? Wait, if the prelims are important, does that mean we get to see Ahmed pronouncing the prelim names?
Oh my goodness, there's one guy that I'm afraid, bro.
No, it's actually not that bad.
Some African dude, bro. Never seen the dude in my life. I do know who he is. He came from the.
Are you talking about early prelims?
Early prelims.
Oh, I know who you're looking at.
You see that,
Kennedy.
right?
I'm not even gonna try. We'll keep the banner on Ahmed. But yeah, take
Nzukchu. Okay.
Yeah, good luck with that. Check Chukwu.
But yes, let's just break down the card. UFC 259, March 6th, Apex, Las Vegas. Only on ESPN Plus, the main card. Shout out Dana White, because I know he's gonna love to hear that. and pay-per-view. Um, wow. I mean, just before we even get to the big boys and the big fights, let's start with the early prelims. The first fight of the night, you got two top prospects and in a tough division. Sean Brady, who I've heard a lot of good things, undefeated, 13-0, who's been showing that he's a complete fighter, and he's fighting also another top prospect who's been in the UFC for some time now, who's looking to start making that run. Jake Matthews, I think he's Australian. What a fight this is! A perfect matchup. Two guys who are very similar. Um, and that's the first fight. I mean, this is a fight that is a co-main on a fight night or something. It's the first fight you get. That just speaks to how insane this card is. Um, Obviously anything can happen, but I'll probably go with tough fight. I'll probably go with
It's an
Sean
early
Brady.
prelim, Ahmed.
Yeah, I'll probably
Let
go.
it
I know,
fly.
right? This is bro. It's that kind of card. I'll probably go with Sean Brady, but this is an insane fight to already start off with an insane card. As we get to the light heavyweight matchup, the second fight of the night. This is what we're talking about. The guy, my goodness, Kennedy Ninzik Akachu. I did just like
Yeah.
sneeze.
Bless you, sir. Bless you.
That's what I'm
Bless
saying,
you.
bro. Kennedy Ninzik Chukwu. I'm pretty sure he's got to be in the fucking Nigerian, bro. With
Njechuku.
that,
Njechuku. Kennedy
no,
Njechuku.
no, there's
That's
an
my
N.
guess.
Honestly,
Njechuku.
that N might be like totally silent. Zekchukwu.
Njechuku?
Kennedy Zekchukwu.
I think
Seven
it's
and one.
Njechuku.
Listen, bro.
That's my guess.
He's second fight of the night. It's not really, you know. Let's move on. 7-1 light heavyweight versus undefeated Carlos Uber. Both guys, Dana White contender series. I think it's gonna be like an early knockout. Someone's going out. Two guys that I don't have. We're not at any point like fucking elite. You know, this is a fight that one guy's getting knocked out. That's why they put it happen. Like that's why they made it happen. And we get to the prelims main event. The prelims. Tim Elliott versus Jordan Espinoza. Tough fight. Tim Elliott is as game as it gets. Good wrestling. Obviously very beatable. But I don't know if Jordan oh my goodness, his names, bro. Jordan Espinoza.
That's not that hard, bro.
Espinoza, but it's my goodness. Like, geez. Espinoza. I don't know. It don't really matter. We'll see if he wins. If he wins, it's a big win because Tim Elliott is one of the best flyweights of all time, probably, which just tells you how flyweights are. As we get to the stacked prelims, the card.
Oh, it's massive.
My goodness, bro. We're not even to the main event yet. I'm already out of breath.
What's the first thing on yours? Because I'm on the website right now and
no, I got it right here. Yeah, first fight of the prelims: Rodrigo Barton versus Kai Kara France. This is gonna be a back-to-back war. That's the only way Kai Kara France fights. He fights like every fight. It's gonna something crazy happens.
by the way, real quick, because I forgot to mention it. Check out Shirts versus Skins Instagram. We are putting out tournaments right now. We got the best flyweights in the UFC.
Tell them who voted.
Oh yeah, we got multiple people actually, but
Alexander Pantoja, top
voted.
5 UFC flyweight.
We see you, man. Thank you for the support. It's just that vote in the poll.
Marco Perez.
Yeah, I
think he's a welterweight or a light heavyweight or middleweight.
We also got followed by Yuri Alcantara.
Oh, Alcantara, one of a UFC veteran in that fucking bantamweight division. So, thanks.
Shout out to them all, man.
Appreciate
Thank you guys
that.
all for the support. We see you.
Yes. As we get to the first fight, like I said, Kai Kara France, it's gonna be an exciting fight. He needs his win. We'll see what happens. That's a great fight to start off the second prelims, and then we get to this is when it already gets hot. You know, Joseph Benavidez, Askarov. First of all, what a name!
Wow,
what a name! Askarov.
Askarov.
That
first name is the last name. Made it easy for you though.
He
Made
did
it
it.
easy for you.
He did. He definitely did. And I appreciate that. He is also an undefeated fighter. Just one draw versus Joseph Benavidez, who I think this win or lose is probably his last fight. So we'll see what happens. This is two top 5 guys in a fucking division fighting in the prelims.
Go
That just
vote
tells
for
you.
them on the poll. Keep your eyes
Or
out.
do that. Am I gonna pick a winner? Let's just see who wins. Big fight for Askar though. He needs a big name and he's got to fight for the belt. We'll see. Bantamweight. Son Yadong, who's one of the top prospects at bantamweight, and he could probably fight at fucking featherweight too. Honestly, bantamweight. Son Yadong versus Kyle Phillips, also a guy who just one loss on his record. I think Son Yadong is a better fighter. We'll see what happens, even though both guys have talent. Then we get to the prelims main event. I'm gonna say this again because people might not understand. Dominic Cruz. I'm gonna say it, the greatest bantamweight of all time, in my opinion.
By the way, number 11 ranked, which is just insane, and a testament to what you said. No, I agree. The rankings are a little.
What's your rank under my on my rankings? What do I have?
On your rankings, top 5, top 6. Now.
That's what that matters, bro.
It is a testament to how you said that weight class is really stacked.
Bro, he's fighting the guy who was fighting. It's not even ranked. The guy who was fighting is not even ranked, bro. And the guy who was fighting is a killer. But let's get to that fight. Dominic Cruz. There's nothing to say about him. Dominic fucking Cruz versus Casey Kenny. Listen, I don't like the fact that he took this fight. Casey Kenny is a fucking he can win this fight. I don't think he will, but I don't he could have, even though he probably didn't want to talk back to the UFC after not fighting for 3 years and then coming back to fight for the belt. But bro, at least get a guy that's top 10 or ranked. Casey Kenny has nothing to lose here. Nothing to lose.
Yeah.
3-fight winning streak. It could be 6. He lost to Marab. He got destroyed, but because he just got fucking wrong. Just fucking taken down and shit. Tough fight, bro. Casey Kenny can fight anywhere, on the ground, on the feet. He's tough fight, bro. But I still like Dominic Cruz. I think the fact that it's 3 rounds, he'll put it all out there. He'll come out aggressive, and we'll see. I think Dominic Cruz gets a big win. He just needs a win, and then he'll be right back in there. So that was in the prelims, ladies and gentlemen. Dominic Cruz, a UFC gold.
Wait. The pay-per-view's not over?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting started, bro. As we get to the UFC card, the main card, first fight of the night is a fucking, my goodness, 2 big boys going at it. Thiago Santos, Alexander Rakic. I think he's Montenegrin or something. I don't think he's Serbian, so you can relax. He might be Serbian though.
He is Austrian.
It's Austrian. He is Austrian. He is Austrian. I forgot. I knew that too. Thiago Santos coming off a loss. Alexander Rakic coming off a win. 2 guys in the top 5. Styles make fights, but they're both kind of similar. Both have insane kicks, power on every strike. They're always trying to turn your lights off. But I think the fact that Thiago Santos is now healthy, we'll see a better version of him. But I still like Rakic. I think that he's I don't know. Listen, bro. It's a fight that can go both ways. I just like Rakic in this fight on Saturday. Maybe if they fight again, it's a different winner. It's those kind of fights. I like Rakic. And then we get
before we get to that, Ahmed, you be saying stuff and then say, oh, I said this, and then we can't confirm. So before the fight, we are going to post our predictions on our Instagram page.
You guys can try to hate on me. No. I've been dead accurate.
Tiku and Brett Okamoto, aka Tony, have to post our MMA, the verdict MMA predictions. And it has to be public. It has to be. But go ahead, because I know this is your boy, and I know you're gonna go on about. I'll just let you talk. I'll let you talk. He's excited. This is what Ahmed does before every
This is,
podcast.
bro.
For
This
30
is, bro.
seconds.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to sleep for this fucking car, bro. Especially if I have certain types of guys, like certain type of guys that I've seen come up and that like I hold dearly. Like if I see like Bryce Mitchell fight, or if I see guys like Dan Ige or fucking Sterling, but guys like Makhachev, my guy, San Jose, Dagestan, Khabib, you put all that together. Islam Makhachev versus Drew Dober. Big fan of Drew Dober. I've he's made a lot of people a lot of money because he's ruined a lot of fights. But this is totally different now, boys. This is Islam Makhachev, future champion at 155, ladies and gentlemen. Islam Makhachev will outsmart Drew Dober. I expect to finish. Obviously, this is me talking, but Islam Makhachev will get the job done, and you will see what I see and what other people see. This guy
We'll see.
is the real deal. Inshallah, he gets the job done.
Alhamdulillah.
As we get to the first title fight of the night, the first of many.
Wait, Ahmed, wait.
Oh, hold up! I
Card
didn't get my
isn't
winner.
done?
I didn't get
The
my winner
pay-per-view
though.
isn't done?
I get my winner. Islam Makhachev. I'll probably go submission, but we'll see. I just have Islam winning. That's all I care about. Just win. But yeah, we're not done, Yoni. We're not done.
Done?
I'm running out of breath here, man. Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling. This is why this sport, bro. Like, listen, bro. I've conquered basketball. I've watched everything there is in basketball. I've conquered fucking soccer. I've watched everything there is. Like, I've watched. I mean, I've never watched like obviously the Knicks win a championship or the fucking Jets or anything. So I don't know the peak, but I've seen everything I could. I've done
never.
everything. I've done probably never. I've done everything in every other sport, basically. UFC does something to me because it's different. You know, if Julius Randle misses like a three for the fucking game winner, whatever, I'll be sad, but I move on. This is, I'm watching my boys fight now, and they might get
boys.
my guys, the guys that I've watched come up in this fucking goddamn thing, and this is the first example of it. Aljamain Sterling, who is a New Yorker, a Long Island, Matt Sarek type of guy. Happy for him. But my God, he get him. Oh, what a fucking fight, bro. Oh, man.
Against.
I'm not going to be able to sleep, bro. I'm not going to be able to sleep.
Are we gonna get another 5 minutes of you saying Peter Yan isn't gonna win just to say Peter Yan is gonna win?
As I roll up my sleeves. If you listen to this podcast, you probably think, yo, this kid hates Peter Yan, like, and all this. No, it's true. I hold Peter Yan to the standard of which he needs to be held up. I know he's a champion. I've seen like he's one of the best boxers I've ever seen in the sport. Ooh. He could do anything. He's all around phenomenal. I've seen him come, even though he got dropped a couple of times, but whatever. He's going forward. He's not scared to get hit. That's why he's getting dropped most of the time. But the only thing for me is that this is kind of like he didn't deserve the belt for me. Other guys did, and his best win was Jimmy Rivera or something. Aljamain Sterling was destroying the division. Just beat Corey Sandhagen under a minute and 30 seconds, and he doesn't get the title shot. That's the only problem I had. And it's because I'm holding him to the standards that like he doesn't need to just like
skip the line.
Yeah, exactly. He's good enough to beat these guys anyway.
Yeah.
So that's only 100%. My problem. I'm a big fan of Peter Yan. He's a scary fighter, Siberian gangster. Guy was born and raised in Siberia, for God's sakes. He's one of those guys, bro. Listen, man. Listen, this sport, it's tough, bro. And I'll be rooting for my guy Aljamain Sterling. But it's tough, man. As like I always look at it as the betting man, and I think Peter Yan, even though it's a great fight, Peter Yan is my favorite right now. Obviously, we can break down the fight. If Aljamain shows that he is as elite as he says he is on the ground, then he will win the fight because from what I'm hearing that he's got like Khabib type fucking like what do you call that
Control.
like top game, yeah. So it's a good fight. It can this is why I'm so pumped, and that I even though I have to give my predictions, I just want to sit back and watch because this is insane. So I'll be rooting for my guy Aljamain Sterling. Yeah, I'll be rooting for my guy Aljamain Sterling. I hope he does it. I hope he becomes not only the people's champion but the real champion. I've watched this guy get fucking knocked down, come back and do all that shit again. So this sport, man, is crazy. So as we move on to the second
wait.
fight. Oh,
there's more?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are not done yet.
The card isn't done? Oh my god.
My face is red, bro, from talking.
This is why Ahmed is our MMA correspondent, man. Dana, get this guy a job, bro.
Bro, if Tiku would have like actually been here, we could have actually broke down the fights and shit, which would have been a little better. But
also, our other MMA correspondent couldn't make it. So
people go on vacation, we work. It's just not the same.
It doesn't stop. It's not the same.
Because he's probably snoring right now, like somewhere in fucking Mexico. But it's all good, bro.
Or he's tainting it right now.
As we get to the second title fight, the co-main event of the whole card, the lioness, the queen, Amanda Nunes,
the greatest
female fighter of all time. 20-4, 2 belt holders, 2 divisions that she conquers, even though 1 division, it's pretty dead. Amanda Nunes. Listen, about this fight, Megan Anderson. If you want to pick anybody that's gonna shock the world, it's Megan Anderson. Because I mean, if you're gonna pick one of these fights that is gonna be the most shocking, it's gotta be Megan Anderson because her odds are totally against her. She has nothing to lose. But I just think that Amanda Nunes
isn't even a bit of a stretch.
Plus 2,000,
super accurate.
Plus 2,000. So listen, if you want to pick a fucking underdog, you pick Megan Anderson because you have nothing to lose, honestly. Listen, I think that Amanda Nunes, if the real Amanda Nunes shows up, she can win on the feet, on the ground, anywhere the fight goes. But anything can happen in the sport. That's why this is. Let's see. But Amanda Nunes here is.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, I agree. I think Amanda Nunes is definitely the GOAT.
But I do think that Megan Anderson's length might cause a problem because she also had the same problem with GDR.
3-inch reach over her.
She's really long though, especially on the ground. If she gets her on the ground, and then that triangle and shit, because she's so long. So we'll see.
That's about it, folks. Thank you guys for watching the episode. There's no more. What? There's more?
There's just one more, guys. This is one more, by the way.
More?
Just a regular calm main event, whatever.
No way, there's more.
No, listen, bro, it's not every day, and especially back then, you never saw it. But now, since the Conor McGregor era, you now see champions going up, and we get to see that this year, 2021. Israel Adesanya. I don't know how he wants his name to be pronounced now because now he said I want it to be Adesanya. So I was trying to be respectful, like Ariel Helwani, and call him Adesanya. But whatever, dude.
Whatever, dude. Just call him the last style bender and
the last style bender. Israel Adesanya versus the UFC light heavyweight champion Jan Blachowicz. What a fight! Basically the big brawler guy versus the.
We have to break this one down. This we're not gonna brush over.
I mean, I really want to break down the PDL and Aljamain fight, but we don't got time for that. But we'll try to break this down. Listen, we saw what he said. He said I'm gonna weigh in around 193. I don't know, bro. Like giving up 20. Like he's gonna be like 220 on 220, 225 at most.
Yeah,
that's like 25 pounds, especially if he gets him on the ground. He's got nowhere to go for the rest of the round. I think he's gonna get control, bro. It's not even like of a pure skill. It's just common sense. If if fucking some guy who was 40 pounds heavier than me, he's gonna hold me down most of the time.
Of course. Just sit
So
on you. It's that
exactly,
simple. Just sit on the
exactly.
dude. But it's
But
more, it's gonna be. Let me. By the way, just to clarify to the viewers, because a lot of people, as a matter of fact, I was on the Sports Fellows podcast with Andreas and Eric,
oh,
and yeah, shout out to them. We had a great episode. Thank you guys for having me on.
shout out, shout out.
We were discussing this matchup, and I said Israel's not going to weigh in at 193, therefore he can't become a double champ. However, Ahmed, you said something different.
What are you talking about, bro?
You said he can win the belt. You said he can win the belt.
Oh, bro, like that was like I don't know why this kid Tony made me think like about it. It's because I forgot that he's coming up.
Uh-huh.
If he was coming down, he's got to meet 205 or
So
205 or
he
lower.
can win the belt. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, listen.
Clarify it.
Izzy is coming up, right? And he fights at 185. All he's got to do is weigh below 205. So he's got to weigh around 186 to 205 on the dot. Nothing more than 205. Nothing more. So if he comes in at 203, 195, 198, anything from 190, he can still win the belt because he's under 205. He's still a light heavyweight. He's not on championship weight because he doesn't weigh that much. But if he's a fucking heavyweight that's coming down to 205, he's got to be at 205. Nothing. He can't be 206. He can't be 207. He got to be 205. But if he's 204, whatever, that's fine. So he's got to just be under the weight, which he obviously is, and he can still win that belt. I mean, that was, bro, what the hell? Like, I was just so obvious too, bro.
Well, listen, most of the time we're under the presumption that if you don't hit that weight plus minus 0.5 pounds.
I just forgot that he was coming up.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You're the only one who I saw that clarified that. Everybody else.
Yeah, bro. I think Conor, when he came up, he was weighing at 154 at a championship fight.
Yeah.
Because he's weighing under. You can weigh under. You just can't weigh more.
Okay. That's I didn't know that before today.
But I mean obviously it's not what Dana White like wants to hear. He doesn't want to hear this guy coming at 183. He would like for him to be 201, 202. At least I think. But listen, if he can't bulk up, he can't bulk up, and it's his body, and he knows his body, and you can't argue that. Let's get to the fight.
Wait, before we go. UFC, before we go into the fight, UFC, you got to think about making new weight divisions, guys, because
I don't know, bro.
A lot of middle ground to cover. There's a lot of middle ground to cover.
No, you can't. You can't add more divisions. You gotta cut divisions and then
cut some and replace it.
Because, bro, that's the problem we have in boxing. We have too many champions, too many divisions, too many belts, and all that. That's why it's a problem. Here it's better because we got like 8 champions in the males or whatever it is, 7 or I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got 4 champions fighting on one card. Insane, bro, insane. Listen, bro, I told you what, like last month, 2 months ago, I said in the next 6 months, UFC is going to not look the same. It's not gonna look the same. The whole landscape of the UFC is gonna change because we're gonna have new champions, new contenders, older guys falling out. So the UFC is gonna change in the next 6 months. We still have multiple title fucking bouts coming in the next couple of weeks. Insane time to be a fucking mixed martial artist fan. But let's get to the fight, bro. Israel Adesanya obviously is the faster guy, is the more technical guy. We expect him now because of what he's shown in the last fights to chew up that, like, even though that Jan doesn't really stand like very heavy on his lead leg, he's more of a John Jones guy, of his hands forward and his legs backward. It's kind of weird. I expect Jan to come forward because the last couple of fights we have Costa, fucking Yoel Romero, they chose to not come forward because they saw what happened to Robert Whittaker. You get caught in that crossfire. It's night. You're going to sleep. He's the faster man. The faster man will always land, and it's over for you. But what's so crazy about this fight is that I think Izzy can land 2 or 3, but all it takes is 1 from Jan. That's why this fight is absolutely insane. And Jan can wrestle, and Jan is the bigger man. So Jan is definitely not a sleeper. He's getting his due respect, especially
Yeah.
if he's fighting a guy that's 20-0, a fucking pound for pound guy. Um, I expect Izzy to win. I don't expect it to be as easy as it was, even though he's saying that I'm gonna shock the world. I can see like he was talking about getting a sub, which can happen. We'll see. I like Izzy. I can't really think of a prediction. I'm just so excited to watch the fight. I haven't really even thought about how it's gonna go. I like Izzy, but it's there's no way it goes to fucking distance, bro. There's no way.
Um,
A lot of these fights are
you
not
you
going to the
think for sure?
distance.
You think for sure it doesn't go to the distance?
No, it would be.
I think it has to be a stoppage,
I think
but
it's.
but
I think, bro.
it's
I think so. I think
possible.
someone. I think someone's getting knocked out by a head kick. That's what I
Yeah,
think.
head kick.
Both of
Oof.
them.
I think
Like
there's a
someone's gonna land a head kick.
possibility. There's a possibility Israel takes it a little more cautious because Jan is no joke. Like you said, give him his
Yeah,
due
but
respect.
he's gonna come forward, so he's gonna have to like start off quick. And also, this is not in like what they fight last time. Him and Costa.
I
It
don't
was
know.
Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a smaller octagon at Apex, very small. He doesn't have to. He takes one step, he's already closer.
Is it actually?
Yeah, Apex is smaller. That's
Wow.
why. That's why honestly, and I didn't say anything, but when the Stipe versus DC happened, I would love to see that in fucking Abu Dhabi with a bigger octagon. For a small octagon, it just favors a little bit, even though I expected fucking DC to wrestle, but obviously when his back is broken and shit, and we found out that he was finished like wrestling, that favors Stipe, I thought, but this favors Jan. If he just needs to grab him. But
We
the
could.
whole point
It's funny.
is the
It's funny you
distance.
mentioned Stipe. It's funny you mentioned Stipe because we could literally see Jan take the same steps that Stipe took when he fought Ngannou. See the same exact style. Just
For
pin
this
this
fight,
guy. Jan just pin Israel
I don't
against the
know.
ground, hold
You
him against the
can't
cage.
like Izzy can win this fight on points if in his sleep. I think all due respect, like
But
points.
if Jan takes that control off the back, like you remember Stipe versus Ngannou, of course you do. You got
Mm-hmm.
these
Of
fights
course.
in your head memorized. Just keep the guy on his back. I don't know about tire him out, but keep him on his back. You
Yeah,
put that,
but
bro, 230 pounds,
I know, but they're two completely different fighters. Like not even
200.
close.
Regardless, though,
No,
yeah,
no,
but
no. Like
you also you also
Izzy
forget
is
you also
like,
forget this wasn't that big of a weight difference. It's not like Ngannou had way more weight
listen,
on him.
bro.
As a matter of
Like
fact, Ngannou might have been heavier. I don't know actually, because on heavyweight,
I don't know. No, Ngannou was definitely heavier. No,
yeah,
Stipe
okay. So
Stipe
now
fights around
imagine
230, 240.
exactly. So now imagine Israel Adesanya weighing 30 pounds less than Jan and having 30 pounds on top of your back, bro.
Yeah, but hold up. Listen, I'm trying to be respectful here, but standing up, I don't think Jan wants to stand up with Izzy. I think he will be forced to take him down. I think like he doesn't want to
Yeah,
stand. I think Izzy and that whole team is just like so far ahead in striking than these
well
guys,
that
especially if he's coming up against the slower guy.
I agree, and that's what I'm saying. Jan will take the game plan as tie the put your weight on
Listen,
this guy. Sit on him
listen.
if you have
I
to.
think I think
That's
Jan,
what he's gonna have
I
to do.
think Izzy I think Izzy his game plan. It's like every game. I mean, bro, I'm like it's what I think. Honestly, you destroy his body, you destroy his legs. That's where all the power comes from, the core and then the legs.
Yeah.
And then after that, if he's a guy that is just a big guy but with no power, then it's just gonna be easy money. He's gonna play around with him if he the
Bro,
fucking
just
takes
thinking
the
about
body.
it. The chess match that this is gonna be. The
Bro, the
chess match
whole
that this is gonna be.
bro,
The
honestly,
whole
and
card.
listen, and we're talking about this main event, everything, and it's a phenomenal main event. I'm gonna, bro, I like, I cannot contain myself when that Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling fight happens,
Huh.
especially right after Islam Makhachev fights.
Oh my god. This is
Oh
gonna be amazing.
man,
This is gonna
this is
be
going
quality
to kill
fighting.
me. This is going to kill me, bro.
If you are a casual or not into the sport of UFC, buy
Doesn't
this
matter.
pay-per-view. You won't
Does not
regret it.
matter.
You will not regret it. You will see the most I'm telling you, Jan is gonna come out with an opposite game plan to Israel Adesanya, you're gonna see it play out. You're gonna see them the chess match, just literally a chess match. It's literally gonna be
Something crazy is
in the
gonna happen
octagon.
that night. I just can't
Something
wait.
crazy is guaranteed.
Dana White does
Multiple crazy
not
things
fail to
happening
deliver.
ever.
2021 is already off to an insane mark. And I remember Dana White said this 2 years ago. He said, listen, 2025, 2026, I would not be surprised if UFC is the biggest sport in the world. Now,
Second biggest. It'll never surpass soccer.
Soccer, obviously, it's engraved in people. Like, they are born like this. UFC, though, what people don't understand is that you have multiple countries, people fighting for their pride and their country. This is different than a basketball game. I know I'm the biggest basketball fan there is. You know, I'm like basketball is obviously my shit.
Russell Westbrook before Russell Westbrook. Come on.
UFC, you got a guy somewhere from Siberia, and he's gonna fight some dude that from Long Island, and they both want the same thing. They both. I mean, this sport is different, bro.
It's beautiful.
This sport is insane. I'm excited, and I cannot wait, bro.
Can I give a quick conspiracy prediction, whatever you want to call it? Dana White is gonna somehow filter in boxing into the UFC, incorporate his own boxing division.
We've been waiting for that.
He's gonna bring in all the stars, and then just like you said, boxing's problem is multiple belts. Have everybody fight in one fucking promotion, one thing. Work out a deal with Eddie Hearn and all of them, bro. Because you can have Eddie Hearn, fucking Oscar De La Hoya, whatever. All these promoters come together. Be like, yo, I'll pay you guys bread. You guys promote this fucking division, this plan. Yeah, you guys do whatever you want.
It's like what Thriller's doing.
Dana White is the best thing to happen to combat sports, bro.
And
best thing to happen.
It would not be a podcast if we don't bring up Khabib Nurmagomedov. He is also going to be there. Obviously going to be coaching Islam Makhachev. Going to be in the arena. We're going to see the man, the myth, the legend. But we're also going to get another meeting with Dana White. You know that, right?
Are we actually?
Yeah, he's going to be. I think after the card,
Khabib going, listen. You don't know. You know, but you don't know. Listen.
15 minutes. I'm here.
That was a hilarious video. If nobody knows what we're talking about, Ahmed sent me a video of Khabib arguing with, I don't even know who it was.
About
soccer. The guy was like, I'll show you how to play. He was like, listen. Didn't let
it was pretty impressive.
25 minutes.
Not the Champions League winners, because obviously like that's so easy.
The Ballon d'Or,
the Ballon d'Or, that was impressive.
I knew Nedved though.
Pablo Nedved. Like, people forget about Pablo Nedved back in the day.
That was hilarious. Listen. The guy didn't even speak, bro.
Yeah, right. He was trying to show off though, obviously, but he's a stud. He can do whatever he wants. And he'll probably rip that guy's fucking face apart if he wanted to. So
100%.
So listen, we're excited. UFC 259 this Saturday, and then this Sunday we also got the NBA All-Star Weekend. It's a crazy weekend for sports fans. Fucking pumped, bro. Let's go.
Yep, very exciting. And that about does it for this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got you guys with a quick episode. Me and Ahmed, Tiku, of course, tainting some Canelo Alvarez meat right now. Pause. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Unfortunately, no companion this weekend. Maybe. Who knows? But we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.